Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, Kqkc Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to all my subscribers and their families. Now, you two haven't gave me all of my subscribers. I don't know what's the hold up, but I can tell you this. It's all good, though. It's definitely all good. All right? Now, let me fix this real fast. Turn this down. There we go. All right. Hey, what's good, Big Facts? What's going on, my brother? All right. I thought I'd jump on while nobody else was on. And, hey, and what's good with you, brother? Good. I hope everything's good with you. But look here. I got to talk about this just a little bit more like I did today. You know, but this time I'm going to cover just about, hell, every damn thing, you know? Shit. Now, first, man, we all know 78 did a great job on that interview with the champ. And, you know, hey, that's my G, you know? So, you know, he gave me some good advice. And I took that advice, and now I'm growing. Now, you two haven't gave me all my subs. Why? I don't know yet. But they missing a few. But anyway, that ain't what I'm here for. I'm here for to tell you, first of all, that don't believe the hype. All right? Don't believe the hype. That's what they want you to do. They want you to believe it, especially the UK people. Some may say, what's wrong with the UK people? I'll tell you what's wrong. They brainwashed, and they used to being the way they are. They used to being not spoiled, not getting everything they want. They used to everything being just like it is. Now remember, people don't like change, but change always comes, and you got to get used to change. You're not gonna get that same shit that you get every day. Shit changes, like they champion Anthony Joshua. All right, he was a good boxer in the Olympics, but just because you're a good boxer in the Olympics don't mean that you're gonna be a good pro boxer. That's facts for your ass. And now they trying to hoodwink us. Everybody pulling the Dodge, you know. Everybody pulling the Dodge, you know. But that's all right. You know, I'm going to do my thing, you know. But, hey, what's up, Big Money? What's going on with you? What it do, man? Hey, nothing much, man. I'm just trying to do what it do, you know. But listen, like I said, look, what Tyson Fury pulled, it was a big duck. That's all it was. Sure, they talk to each other. Sure, they don't lie. They do. Matter of fact, Deontay Wilder, he said out of his mouth that he talked to Anthony Joshua a couple of times. Said, look, man, look, don't get fooled, man. We both can make some cheese. Okay, that's money here in Chicago talk. Okay, maybe there too. I don't know. But, you know, hey, they both can make some money, you know. But hell, he'd rather listen to the other man decide the brother man. You know what I mean? Do you feel me? Like my boy Joining the Truth. Do you feel me? Yes, that's what's happening. So, with that, now he gone and led astray. Can't get him back if we wanted to now. And you know what I mean by that. Can't get him back if we want to. But you know what? I don't think we want him back. You know, because he's doing everything that they want him to do. Dodge, hold on to the belts, lowball, you know, do what you can. Do what you can to stay a champion. In other words, do what you got to do. If it's illegal or not illegal. You know what I mean? Just like bank robbery. Do what you got to do to make that shit happen. You know, so, but you know, hey, it's all good though, you know. It's all good. Yeah, I had my brother Act on. Yeah, he wanted my boy Act Reacher. You know, he's a boxer, and I said I was going to talk about amateur boxing. You know, so I'm gonna send him a link, and we're gonna talk about everything of what's going on today. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and send him a link. There we go. All right, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So don't get fooled by this guy. Hey, what's going on, Hustle Slam? Salute to the chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to the chat, baby. It's going on, man. Like I'm telling these brothers, man, don't get hit hook-winked by Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. They doing just what they want to do. They want to leave out the other man and forget about the brother man. That's what it is. But it's okay. See, boxing ain't about black or white. It's about doing the right thing. And these
What's
brothers
up, Casey?
not doing the right thing, And these brothers don't know about doing the right thing. Yeah, what's going on, Act Reacher? Yeah, my boy in the house, Act Reacher. Everybody know Act Reacher 45, amateur boxer. That's my boy.
Yes,
My little nephew.
Yes,
So
my fault. I didn't answer. I didn't get the call earlier. I was watching this movie or whatever. With my girl.
No, it's all
with
good.
my girl. No, it's cool. It's cool. I didn't like it like that anyway. I was glad you cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I was just talking about Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Just get off the 78th page. We've been going through this all day today. Everybody.
But remember Kqkc. Remember I was telling you that he might not want to fight Anthony Joshua because that shot, them shots he was taking in the fight. I said this a while ago when the fight ended. I said that brain scan ain't look right, man. I'm telling you. And now his family worried. Now he done signed the Top Rank. And now even I asked 78 today. 78 said, "Nah, I don't think Tyson Fury want to take the fight."
No. Yeah. Yeah. You said
ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? I was saying this right after the fight.
But see, just the thing about it, man, that when you can carry power from round 1 to round 12, and you knock out a 6'9" man, and that heavy, of course your mother and your daddy gonna say, "Hey, son, you're gonna get your ass killed. Son, he gonna paralyze you. Son, he gonna hurt you next time real bad." So he had what they call a walking concussion, where you go around and the blood vessels, it jump around your head like, that's what happened. We're gonna get to the amateur boxing in a minute, my man. All right. So, but like I was telling you all, and like I promised, I would talk about the amateur boxing, because amateur boxing, it's the start of everything. Everybody start off in amateur. Not everybody, but most of your greats start off in amateur. You learn how to throw a jab, good punch placement and shit like that. I learned that from my boy here. But hey, he gonna break it down to you. He gonna break down the waist to you, okay? Because like I told you earlier, 147, that is not the same in amateur. That's not welterweight. That's not the weight in amateur.
Yeah, welterweight in amateurs is 152.
Okay, 152. See that?
Yep.
That's almost middleweight.
Just like lightweight ain't 135. Lightweight is 132. So I fight at that weight. So like I said, I got the luxury to pick. You say I only have to use I would have to lose 2 pounds if I wanted to fight at junior lightweight or super featherweight, depending on the sanctioning body. Or I could make the choice and go to 35, gain a couple pounds. So you see how that works?
Right.
You got the option. Like some of the dudes that I have fought, and some of the dudes at the gym, I asked them what they're gonna do. The ones that fight around at my weight class, some of them say, super featherweight. Some of them say lightweight. It depends on who you are.
Right, and what kind of weight you can hold. Okay, well, we're gonna get to just 1 second. But look here. All right, big fact. Oh, you talking to Salute Hustle Slam? Okay. This with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, they both are free agents still. Now they still gonna have this fight, like Deontay Wilder said today. As far as he knows, the fight still is on. You know, Tyson Fury's still been training. Now, if he ain't gonna fight Deontay Wilder, you know, I don't know why he's training so hard for. And plus, look, they all got different paths, except Anthony Joshua. You know, he gonna sit there and cherry pick his way. So he gonna stay away from Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Luis Ortiz. And maybe Dylan White. You know, those are no-nos. You know, they ain't gonna happen no way soon. Put it that way. Unless he build up that heart, he build up that courage. You know, that's the only way I can see that shit happening. You know, but you know, it is what it is. But you know what? Well, we got people in the house. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the amateur boxing real fast. Okay, you know, I'm not gonna hold you too long, but yeah, break it down to us, man. First of all, how do you go pro, or how long you have to be an amateur before you can go pro?
Well, it's really, you know, because if we think about it, you know, some people didn't even need to have boxing actually amateurs to go pro. It's more so the athletic state commission that you involved in, you know, wherever you live at, and you passing a physical
Okay,
and
salute,
being able
Rob. I'm
to
sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead. Oh, okay. I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say you can keep. All right. So it's more you being able to pass the physical and you know, you proving basically that you in shape to box. It's more so that because E2, the WBO super featherweight champion or the junior lightweight, whatever sanctioning body you go by, whatever you want to call it, champion at 130, he has no amateur boxing background. And he was able to turn pro. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
so it depends on basically you being in shape in New York. I'm saying New York because I'm from New York. Your state athletic commission, you know what I mean, that you involved in if they approve the license and stuff like that. You see how Devin Haney turned pro with Mexico. You could do something like that if you wanted to too. Kind of like how he did in Creed. You could go to another country, turn pro, prove that you could box, and then bring it back to the States, and then they'll probably grant you a license 9 times out of 10.
Oh, okay. Okay, so in other words, your license only good for that state, right? You can't
No,
travel.
not good for the States. It's the boxing license. You got to pay for it, so it's good wherever you go. It's basically like say if it's basically you being able to prove you being able to pass the physical and pay, you know, what I mean the fee and stuff of that nature for you to be granted the license and stuff like that. And they approve you, then they register your hands and stuff of that, you know, stuff like that. So then, you know what I mean, you basically got to go by the athletic state commission that you involved in. They have to grant it to you. See how Devin Haney, they went and granted to him at 16, so he had to fight in Mexico.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? But then, like his 18th birthday, they granted it to him. You know what I mean? That
Okay.
they can't really deny you if you in shape and you pass a physical and you hit 18. They can't deny you really then because you're grown.
Oh, okay, okay. For those that just joined us, uh, I think what 5 more people. Look here, I'm talking to an amateur boxer, Act Reaches. He's I don't know when he's turning pro, but uh, it's questions that need to be asked about amateur boxing. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of differences between amateur boxing and pro boxing. And like, hey, Floyd Mayweather, he fought amateur boxing. Most all your great guys, that's where the skills come from. Let me put it that way. That's where your basics are developed. Yes, Deontay Wilder, yes, he's a heavyweight champion of the world, yes. But he did have an amateur, but a very short amateur career. That's why he's very kind of unorthodox. But he got something to equalize that motherfucker with. But uh, this is the question I want to ask. When Muhammad Ali got his license suspended, that's because he couldn't fight in that state or just in the United States, period.
Nah, yeah, he got his license suspended, basically revoked. Period. So he couldn't. There was actually there was a certain state he could fight. I think it was Atlanta. I
Okay.
think it was Atlanta. That was the only place that could grant him, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that could grant him his boxing license when he got it revoked. But they basically suspended his license. So when they suspend your license, it is hard for you because most of the states follow the
Uh,
same guidelines. Only a
okay.
few don't.
Okay.
So he couldn't fight for a while. It wasn't until I forgot. I think he got the appeal or something of that nature where and then they went through Atlanta and then they started sanctioning his fights and things of that nature again. So, but he couldn't fight for a while. That's true. You're right about that. It couldn't. It was like basically getting your driver's license.
Suspended.
Take it a
Yeah.
year. It was like that. Yeah, because
Oh, okay.
most of the states where you're gonna get the big money at follow the same guidelines. So
Okay. So it is true that you do have to register your hands with the
yeah.
yeah, okay. Now you register your hand with who? The police department or they have their own people?
No, they got a because that's why I keep saying the New York State Athletic Commission because I live in New York.
Okay.
Now, whatever state athletic commission that you live in, that you live in.
Oh, okay, okay. Now I want to get to the PEDs. Do you all actually get tested like the pros? Like if you're a champ, okay, Golden Glove champ or something like that.
Yeah,
If you're a
yeah,
champ,
yeah.
did you get blood and urine tested or just
Only in the Olympics that I know about. Only in the Olympics they some states they do like just like drug testing and stuff like that.
uh-huh.
But it's really strict in the Olympics. Once you make it that to me, which is the highest level of amateur competition boxing anyway, is the Olympics. That's the creme de la creme. They randomly test you.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, because
That's why you get the what they say the Olympic style drug testing. That's why they always bring that up.
right, and USADA is pretty much in charge of the Olympic style testing, right? But
It's
are they
not
all
as strict. It's not as strict
uh okay.
as the pros. The pros obviously getting paid money.
Right,
So
because there's money involved, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, that's why I was saying that, with amateur boxing, like the weight thing. Now, explain that to us again, because some people will probably want to hear
What
that.
you said, the weight
Yeah,
classes.
yeah, the weight class again, like
Okay, so
heavyweight. I know that in the pros, that's just like in the
okay,
amateurs, right? That don't count really, right? You don't
okay,
have to.
so so I'm gonna tell you the weight. Like
Okay,
flyweight is 108. Flyweight is 115. And this is all amateurs.
right.
Bantamweight is 123. Lightweight, like I told you, is 132. Uh, light welterweight is 141. Welterweight is 152.
Oh,
Middleweight is 165. Light heavyweight is 178. Heavyweight is 201 and better.
okay. Now, only thing I just
Well,
heard.
actually, heavyweight is 201, but they got a super heavyweight. Sorry, that's basically after 201. It's super heavyweight.
Then basically, middleweight, and it's the same as the pro. Just about all like 154 is middleweight in the pro.
Middleweight is 160, so I get you got to cut off 5 pounds.
Oh,
You
okay,
got to
okay, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Because remember, middleweight is 160, so super middleweight is 168. So you could either add or you could either lose the 5 or add on 3 pounds, depending on what way you want to go. Kind of like lightweight.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So if I want to get my son into boxing, which he don't care about, but
Gotta yeah.
how would you go about getting someone into boxing? Uh,
First, first you want to get a local gym or that specifically what I mean specializes in boxing.
mhm.
Then you want to talk about him having a coach. You
Okay.
want to make sure that he has a coach. Then after you get the coach, you train him, make sure that he's in shape because you don't want to just start going into competitions out of shape. He does when he's ready to spar, he starts sparring. Then when he feels and you feel like he's ready. I think that it should be a group effort. If you have a father around, or whoever cares about you, him, and the coach. If y'all feel like he's ready to enter competition, plus him, because he's the most important, because he's the one fighting your son. If he's ready, then what he will want to do is, go to the USA boxing, register so that he could get, you kind of got to get registered too for the amateurs. He's gonna have to take a physical, and then the doctor, of course, is gonna have to approve the physical. Once he does that, he'll have to pay a little fee, and then he'll be able to box. As long as they know that he has a gym and a training. Because when you enter the competition, you got to say the gym and the who's your trainer.
Oh, okay.
And if he has any bouts, how many bouts he got, his age and stuff like that.
Okay. Because to be honest, I only seen a couple competitions, amateur, Golden Gloves. It was like
That's what a lot of people watch. There's a lot more competition than that. There's the Metro over here, the Empire State Game over here in New York. We got a couple. They got a Jersey Golden Gloves. They some people got their own like separate, Golden Gloves in their states and stuff like that. There's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of competition. There's a Junior Olympic. I think one of the Charlos got a bronze medal in that.
Okay.
Tank got a silver in the Junior Olympics.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just switching it up back and forth because I know that some people want to hear about Wilder and Fury too, and the amateurs. So you ain't in a rush, right?
No. I was gonna say. What else you got anything else you wanted to ask?
Well, I'll probably think of something else in a few minutes. I just wanted just touch base on this again about Fury and Wilder and even Gervonta Davis. I really, really feel uneasy, put it that way, about Gervonta Davis. Almost not feel sorry for him because the little nigga got more money than me. But I'm just saying that I don't like the way he's been handled. I don't like the way he's been treated. I mean, he's young. You young. I call you my little nephew. But you ain't. You're more disciplined than he is. Put it that way. Okay.
Yes,
And he don't have that leadership. He don't have that role model that he can look up to. Calvin Ford, yeah, but he don't take him serious enough because he been knowing him ever since he was a kid. Just like Mike Stafford. That's what Adrian Broner told him, shut the fuck up. Y'all chill out. I got this. And Madonna, took that motherfucker soul. He ain't fought since. But question is, who do he got? Tank. I thought Floyd would be a nice role model.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like Floyd is only there, because they got to deal with each other.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those relationships where you got to deal with somebody. I feel like Tank should be more grateful. Because I don't care. People could say whatever they want about Floyd. Deep in my heart, I feel like Floyd is protecting him. A lot of people said Floyd is holding him back, but Floyd is kind of protecting him because, like I always tell you, I feel like he don't trust Tank because of what you just said a few seconds ago. He's not disciplined. So why would I? And I could look at it easily from a promoter standpoint and get out of the fighter shell real quick. I could say easily like, okay, this fighter that I got, let's say I'm 50 and I'm promoting fighters now. It's easy for me to say, okay, I know he's a great fighter. But this kid, I don't think that he's ready for these wolves. Let me hold him back, try to buy a couple of titles, and he's gonna stay on board, And he start acting dumb. I ain't gonna feed him no more fights.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or even because he's not doing right, and I know that he's blowing up and not staying disciplined. Why am I going to try to put him in the ring with somebody? That good what if he lose? Then that's the only fighter that I really got that's holding my promotional band.
Right.
That's doing what he need to do. Tank can say whatever he want. He's saying he earned the title shot. I don't feel like he earned the first one because Pedraza really was supposed to fight Liam Welch. Welch was Jose Pedraza's mandatory. Tank was ranked in the IBF. They let Jose Pedraza skip over him and promised that Liam Welch gets the winner out of Tank and Jose Pedraza. The winner of that. Tank ended up winning. I was there at the Barclays, knocking him out. That's why Tank had to fight Liam Welch, and he went to London, and he got more money to go fight him in London. I don't think if Tank wasn't getting more money, he would have fought him in America.
Yeah, you know, and Pedraza, to me, he didn't fight the right fight when he fought Tank. I don't know what I don't know. He was trying to just go toe to toe and slug with him, but if he would have fought a more a boxing style fight, a more
so unorthodox to me. Pedraza, he's so unorthodox to me because Pedraza, he'll switch left sometimes, then he'll switch right, and you know he'll have a perfect game plan. He's one of them type of boxers like this. Let me tell you, Kqkc. He's one of them type of boxers that they'll have the game plan implemented for in the right style for that boxer. But once he gets into the fight, everything goes out the window. That's the type of fighter Jose Pedraza is.
right.
His natural instincts start kicking in, and he start forgetting about everything.
Yeah, see, that's the same thing I was saying about Deontay Wilder. You know, I know they had a game plan. As a matter of fact, Mark Brennan was pissed off, right? I'm talking about the first fight with Fury. You know, then you know they both been going to the body for the first 5 rounds, pretty much to break them down, heavy, haven't been hit hard by a hard hitter like Wilder, but for some reason, Wilder threw that out the window and started headhunting and just trying to knock him out. I don't know, was it the crowd? I don't know, was it pride or what? Did he want to make a statement? Did he want, I don't know what it was, but I know his team was pissed because he thought he thought he can, you know, pretty much catch him with one, which he did, shit, at the 12th round, but he lost all them other rounds. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
And I'm gonna tell you, you should know better than anybody. When your coach has a plan, a game plan for you to fight this other fighter, and you all looked at the film and everything, you have to trust your trainer. You know, he see things that you don't see because you're in there trying to tighten up your defense so you won't get knocked the fuck out. So therefore, you know, hey, you gotta trust what he say. You know, like Leo Santa Cruz father told, look, when we telling you what to do, don't be looking back at us. You know, just listen to us, but don't look back at us. You know, because that's how you get caught. You know, and I just don't understand these boxers. You know, Pedraza, I just don't understand why they. You know, I don't know. Is it pride to a fighter? You know,
I don't think it's that. I think that as soon as they get hit with something, the game plan start going out the window because certain fighters. That's one smart thing Keith Thurman said. He's like, when I try to study a fighter, I try to see how he reacts to a punch. I try to see does he get more aggressive? Does he stay calm, or does he, you know what I mean, start to retreat? You know what I mean? I try to look at, you know, well, when I turn pro, because you don't really know who you fighting in the amateurs. That's out of the hat.
Right.
To fight anybody. It's not like, that's one thing I'll admit, the pros, you can actually prepare. That's your fault if you ain't prepared. But
yeah, see that's see, that's what I mean. See, that's what I mean. In amateur, you don't know who you fighting to that day until they call your name or whatever. That's why you should be. That's why you taught to fight any type of style of a fighter, southpaw, or an orthodox fighter, or a switcher. It doesn't matter, you know, or a brawler, you know, or someone that fight on the back foot, or somebody that just straight come forward. You know, you taught all those things, you know. Then at pros, you have a certain style that you fight, you know. You know, I keep using his name, but look at Mayweather. Mayweather has that style of back foot fight, right? He had the check hook, you know, he had that shoulder roll, you know, and but everybody tried to, you know, imitate that roll and they couldn't get it right, you know. I bet Floyd practiced that all day long, you know. He didn't create it, but he perfected it, you know. So, you know, like you might have a certain style. I seen a tape of you fighting, you know, but when you get to the pros, are you gonna fight that way or are you gonna change up your style?
I'm definitely gonna keep going to that body though.
Of course, that's, you know what? Everything works behind the jab. We all know that, right? And the body from the neck on down is all full of what? Vital organs. Put it that way. So
Yeah.
if you're going to the body like Leo Santa Cruz, he threw a beautiful body punch the other night.
Oh
To
yeah, he did. He was actually doing great work to the
yeah.
body. He did. If I didn't give him nothing else, I just hate how he twitches goddamn hand.
Oh yeah, yeah. Remember I was telling you about that?
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah. He said he
yeah,
been doing that since he was a kid. He said
right.
it's to fix the glove on the inside or something like that.
Right. It was some kind of like it's like a nerve or something, nervous habit or whatever, but that can like irritate another boxer. You'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? You know, but Stormy B, yeah, you're right. Mayweather is a counterpuncher, you know. He has that style of a counterpuncher. Matter of fact, Adrian Broner, you know what, he's a good counterpuncher, you know, when he wanna be, you know, when he let his hands go, you know. Yeah, Story B, you know, he's a coach out of Chicago, amateur. You know Stormy B, right? Act.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, of course. He be on
Yeah.
my he be on my live. That's
Okay,
my
right.
man right there. Stormy B,
Yes,
my
sir.
man.
Yes, sir. He, you know, he knows boxing very well. You know, and he knows about you know, Adrian Granados come out here, Gallimore come out of here. You know, you got a lot of fighters.
You gotta
Gear.
watch that kid from Chicago named Joshua Greer. I
That's
don't
what I
know
was
if
about
you
to
know.
say. Joshua Gear. He won the other night. He's
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Chicago.
yeah, yeah. I like him. I like I
Yeah.
like he a
So,
funny dude. I can tell he from Chicago. He arrogant, he cocky, but he got skills, man. He
oh yeah,
got
he
skills.
got
I
good
like
skills. Now he got shot twice here in Chicago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard his story. I know his story.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
he the one that always come out with the pillow saying night night.
Oh yeah, yeah. And he right. See, he's the perfect example of a fighter that works his way from amateur all the way up to where he was fighting last night. Because he fought on Showbox a couple times. You know, before that, he was fighting in little smaller places, and it got bigger. Then it got bigger. Then it got bigger. You know what I mean? That's what Deontay Wilder went through. You know, he didn't get no fanfare. You know, wasn't nobody running up to him after 25 knockouts in a row. He should have. No, I have to admit, he wasn't promoted like he should have. You know, but he promoted himself, the LWC helped, and everybody else that like Deontay Wilder helped. That's why I can't understand why you got your American pages on YouTube, whatever, that's hating on the brother. You know, at least he would fight anybody. You know, at least he ain't hiding from nobody. At least he ain't cherry picking for nobody. I mean, he had to do what he had to do to come up in the ranks. And I ain't gonna never say a fighter is a bum, because when anytime you go through them ropes, you risking your life anyway. You know, Deontay Wilder hit somebody so hard, and like he was having a seizure in the ring.
Yes, sir.
You know, so you be very careful, people, when y'all talk about fighters are bums. Oh, he ain't been a fighter. Ain't no fighter no bum. So anytime you can take shots and get hit flush, like look at Omar Figueroa. He was getting hit flush, and he just walked through that motherfucker. You know, that's you got to be tough. That's why I say Anthony Joshua is not cut from that cloth. A motherfucker get a facial. What boxer you know get facials? You know, that really fucked me up when I heard that. You know, that's not, I mean, I respect fighters. You know, I'm not no boxer, you know, and I never wanted to be when I was in basketball, but I love the sport. You know, it's a combat sport. And yes, you're gonna get a bloody nose. Hell, you're gonna get a broken nose. You get hit right. That's why you gotta keep your defense tight. Your defense is your offense. In my opinion. You know, what you think about that?
You say your defense is your offense. You say.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, for some boxers it is. For some dudes they counterpunch and they try to transition from defense to offense by counterpunching. So it's more it more depends on the fighter. You right though. Somebody's defense could be their offense depending on the fighter. Somebody like Leo Santa Cruz, you
Right,
know what I mean? Yeah,
right.
you know. So I understand what you're saying. I
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
it depends. It depends on the fighter because you could have a similar style to somebody, but I always say not no one fighter, just like no one person on the planet is exactly alike.
You're right. You're right. Yep, exactly. And you know what? And Leo Santa Cruz, you know, I like the way he fight, you know, but I don't agree. You know, I've been telling everybody in everybody on my page, you know, hey, I just got a problem with this unification. You know, he just won't fight Gary Russell Jr. You know, he holler out he want unification. Then he turn around and say, well, this might be my second to last fight, and I'm moving up to 130. You know, well, wait a minute. You just said you want unification. You know, and I like Leo Santa Cruz. You know, I do. You know, I think he got a great style. You know, and he know how to move his head and move his body. You know, he always keep 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You know, so he can step forward or step back. You know, he keep a good high guard. It's real hard to get inside on Leo Santa Cruz. You know, and he been boxing pro and defending his title for years. So, you know, but I want to see unifications. See, you as a boxer, uh, uh, uh Cuatro Cinco, uh, okay, uh, 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 when you become pro, I
Yeah,
think the ultimate goal for any fighter is first unification. You know,
yeah.
win.
Well, first, well, I guess we got to take it in order. First, getting the championship title in one of them sanctioning bodies. Then
Right?
you right. Then unification. You know what I mean? Because it's not always that clear cut to get a unification.
Oh, I know.
As you can see in Earl Spence situation, as you can see in Terrence Crawford situation. So it's
Right?
not always going to be set up for you to get them unifications because there's always politics in boxing. That's why I wish a lot of the fans understood that. But if you really want to fight, I feel like it can be made. But then again, you can't force nobody else to fight you. You could be the aggressive one and say, "I want this dude. I want this dude," but that don't mean that dude want to fight you.
Right. Right. Hey, hold on, Rich. I just want to just shout out to you brothers that came in, like Big Fats. What's good with you? Hustle Slam. What's good with you? Big Money. What's good with you? Rob Sportsman Lee. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you, Thomas Moreland. Salute to you, Gil Cole. Salute, brother. What's up? Okay, Shirley in the house. What's happening? Brown on Boxer. He in the house. Yes, sir. He said salute to you at Reacher. And Stormy B Man, of course, always. Hustle Slam. And Stormy B Man, it was a right hand Fury landed in close early on that made Wilder change his game plan. Okay. That's why he changed his game plan. Okay. He landed the right hand. And I guess well, you know, like you said, you know, hey, some fighters want to get that shot back, you know, like Porter. Porter got hit with a thunderous blow from Keith Thurman. And you know what? He kept on trying to get it back, you know. And the father said, what you was doing? He said, well, I'll try to get my hit back, you know. Because he almost chased him down in the bell rung, you know. And then Stormy B, hey, what's up, JC? What's going on, my brother? All right. Salute, D-Rack Hitman. Hey, Stormy B said, look, the art of giving a fighter a look, then taking it away while masking them react to the movement. It's beautiful. The art of giving a fighter a look, then taking it away while making them react to the movement. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. You know. Yes, sir. What's up, Earl Taylor? Salute everybody in the house today. Okay. All right. Welcome, welcome. Hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to Kqkc, feel free to do so. If you haven't subscribed to Act Reaches, Cuarto Cinco, hey, hit him up. Hit him up.
Yes, sir.
He might loan you $1 million one day when he go pro. Oh yeah, Earl Taylor. Yes, sir. Illinois, stand up and be accountable. You know that's right, baby. Illinois, land of the Lincoln, baby. Yes, sir. Okay. Now, what was I saying? Okay, I just reading the chat here. Okay. But yeah, everybody just curious about the amateurs and stuff like that. And Stone B, he's right. When you go to the body, let's say the first 3 rounds, a fighter, your opponent expecting to protect that body, right? Then the 5th round or 4th round, you can change it up. Or you can do both. Change, keep them confused. I think that what Storm B saying, mask your attack. Like, let me ask you this question. I always said this, I never boxed before. But your jab, everything works off a jab. I know that because I know boxing. But you can blind a person with your jab.
Yeah, so
you come over with the right hand, right?
Yeah. Okay. You can do that. You could come, you could do many things when you block the peripheral vision. You could come with a straight to the body. I like to jab up top and I like to jab to the body. I like to, because I look at it as this.
Right.
You keep hitting a person in the same spot. It don't matter if it's hard or soft. Eventually, they're going to become tender there.
Okay.
So by the time you go into the later rounds, you probably can set something up big. So you keep hitting that person in certain areas, in certain spots, they're going to become tender there to where you can eventually open them up to a bigger shot and possibly get them mad at it. That's what I like to try to do. I try to be real smart and real calculated. As you can see, even in the sparring tape, that's why I stayed to the body like that and made a miss, because I knew bigger dudes, you stay to the body and you make a miss, they get tired. It don't matter who they are.
Now, your fighting style, is it like when you go to the body? I mean, like Leo Santa Cruz, he's beautiful when he go to the body because he keep that right hand up in case he get countered while he going to the body. Now, do you do that or you got another method?
I would say it depends on that's a good question. I'll say it depends on the person, because like I said, no one person is the same. So a different person might give you a different look.
Okay.
Sometimes I might even switch to southpaw. Some dudes I did better against switching southpaw because I guess they don't really fight lefty.
Oh, okay. You can switch.
Yeah. I write with both hands too.
Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? See, that's a lot. I see that a lot now. A lot of fighters coming up from the amateurs. Terrence Crawford. You got a lot of Jose Pedraza. The Cuban fight, I forgot his name. He has a brother that fight too. Bartholomew. He switches. And it's cool.
Danny Jacobs be switching too.
Yeah.
He did it against Triple G. That's why Andre Rozier felt like he got dropped. Actually, he got dropped once he switched southpaw.
Yeah. See,
that could line you up for a straight right, and vice versa. Could line you up for a straight left if you the southpaw. Line the right-handed person up for the straight left. So it's like vice versa. It's who get there first.
That's why I say when you switch, you gotta be careful or make sure you at a distance, because you can get caught in between switching. Okay, Hustle Slim said unless you're Roy Jones, who lead with a hook, but he was a reflective fighter. And Kevin Stenhouse said, why don't Floyd try to maximize his financial potential? You know, well, that's the thing about Floyd. That's all he trying to do, maximize his potential, you know. But Floyd has a talent, act. He has a talent in the ring. And he has a talent outside the ring, but he don't know it. Or he do know it, but he just don't care. He don't give a fuck. All he care about is Floyd, right? And that ain't cool. Not to me, it's not. Because do you know what kind of role model he can be to his own stable and to other people if he wasn't so selfish? You know, I mean, I mean, I get it. He got his own club or whatever. But Terrence Crawford, him and his manager built one for amateurs. You know, for up and coming fighters. That video I did on Tom Bell, he had little guys. You know, little guys just starting off at 7, 8, 9 years old.
Yep.
That's where it all starts from. He started that way. Why not do other? Keep him out of trouble. That's why I have respect for Stormy B here. A lot of guys ain't gonna take up time with these badass kids. I'm not calling them badass. They're just troubled. They just lost. They just don't have a father or mother figure. And what else? They turn the games. That's how it is. I mean, they don't have nothing else to turn to. The money is short. Ends like beating like a motherfucker, But boxing has saved a lot of people. Look at Joshua Greer. I don't know what your situation was, but it worked both ways, though. You can come from a fine home, and everything, and still, be great. And still gonna be a role model to some people. That's why I get so pissed off at the little guy that pissed me off. He's an amateur boxer. He say, I forgot his name.
I know what you're talking about.
Right, and he's an amateur boxer. He say, I don't know, but he's a little kid. But he needs some guidance because he cursed like a sailor. you know, and, and he really need discipline. And wherever he's boxing at, they need to discipline him. A coach can be your role model. Your coach can be so close to your coach that he can be a role model to you, and you can look up to him, and he can tell you what's right and what's wrong in the ring and out. And we don't have enough of them out there. So I applied for a referee position. I haven't heard none yet, but if I can help another kid. My son, he's doing fine. He's 16, so he on his way. And matter of fact, he got a little girlfriend now, and he can't stop talking about it. So it's first love. But anyway, like I told him, hey man, she can be gone in a minute. All right. I'm serious. That's his first love. So I say you ain't gonna forget her. But hey, that's your first love. They come and go. I'm gonna tell you. Why you gonna say that? But hey. But anyway, now I see why Deontay Wilder changed his song, because I couldn't get it. I don't know why he changed up like that, but I didn't see that though. I watched the whole fight, and I watched it at my barbershop, and they I didn't see that, maybe because everybody was all drinking and falling over each other and shit. Maybe I missed it. But yeah, when you change up your game plan, man, see, don't you trust your coach? Don't you do what you say? Do you follow the game plan?
Yeah. For the most part, of course, it's not. I'm not always going to say, from a boxer standpoint that it's. It's how am I trying to word it? Basically, what I'm trying to say is sometimes the coach, like you said, sees something from the outside, and then sometimes you see something from the inside. Like Teofimo said it best, like when he just recently did an interview. they was telling him, remember when he fought Magdaleno
Yeah.
recently? He was saying basically like his dad and then was telling him, yo, this dude is done, finish him. But Teofimo knew that he could really get him and knock him out devastatingly if he waited like 2 more rounds, which he did, and then look what happened. Sometimes it's certain senses and still come to you as a fighter. I'm not saying you don't listen, you completely abandon what they telling you in the corner, but there is certain things that you're gonna see as a fighter that the coach isn't gonna see you being in the inside. You know what I mean? You being close and at the center of the action. So it kind of goes both ways. It depends on the situation, and for the most part, yeah, I listen to everything. I just actually, like I told you, I kind of transitioned because I got my great cousin training me now. The one I showed you that you should train, he's Sugar Ray Leonard's sparring partner. And the one I think I texted you the picture
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I showed you when he was younger. Yeah, so I'm working with him now. Before that, I was working with my uncle in Camden. He had recently passed away on December the 18th,
So,
2018.
uh,
So it's kind of that's why the whole going pro thing is a little prolonged
uh,
because this was kind of unexpected that so that's always tough losing the training and like transitioning. So I'm going through a transitional process right now with my great cousin. I'm just still trying to get used to his voice in my corner.
right.
What I mean, stuff like that. That's why it's not as clear cut as before when I could tell y'all, I was going pro. This is before I lost my uncle. My uncle was still there when I first was making videos and rocking with the LGBC. Like I said, this just recently happened, so it's kind of hard because like I said, I want to make sure everything is right, and him being in my corner, I want to make sure that everything is right with that too. So that's the only thing really holding me back right now. Not that I don't trust him, but like I said, when you get used to a certain voice in your corner for a little bit, it's kind of different when you have somebody new.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Yeah, I feel you. And you don't want to go in the pros and you distracted. You want to be hungry. You don't want to be distracted. You want everything to be smooth. You know. You
Yes,
know.
sir.
And,
Yes, sir.
and you don't want to start off with an O. I mean, if you do, okay, you just jump right back in there and get it together, because some people do start off with an O, but that's caused of nervousness or whatever. But hey, when you make your debut, don't worry. Hey, we gonna be there in full effect, man. You know.
I know
Yes, sir.
y'all going. I
Yeah,
know y'all going to support me regardless.
yes,
But
sir.
like you said, I do want everything to be smooth, and I want to feel. I'm not more worried about. Well, I am worried physically too. But I'm more worried about the mental aspect.
Right, right. Yeah. I mean, because I look at Demetrius Andre. The WBO, they ordered him to fight Billy Joe Saunders again. Well, not again, but they ordered that fight. And I looked at Demetrius Andre. Great amateur boxer, man. I'm telling you, yeah, look at them tapes. And I mean, he was just a great boxer, period. You know, but he didn't have the mindset of a fighter. You know, he gets in his feelings because Charlo making more money than him with Rock Nation. The whole thing with Rock Nation. And so he get out the fight. He said, I ain't gonna fight him, and squatted it out. Then he had some ups and downs. Nobody didn't want to mess with him. Then his last promoter, I mean, he only got maybe what 2 or 3 years left. I mean, all that been wasted, right? And he bragged about how he undefeated. Of course, you're gonna be undefeated if you don't fight. So his last promoter, Banner, they came straight out and told him, and that's what I admire. They say, look, dude, look here, boo boo, motherfucker, look, ain't nobody want to fuck with you because you always pulling out of fights. You costing people money. So you know what? Mr. Lion Man himself, Mr. Hearn, he said, I take him. He'd take anybody, you know, at that time. The zone was a bunch of misfits at that time, which there still is. Because AJ is another misfit, really. You know, he just his reputation just shot. You know, they made him a champion. You know, so but it is what it is, and he will see. The UK people actually said this. That fight with Miller is not going to make a difference. That's not. We don't even count that because he's fighting on nobody. They even know that. Maybe they waking up. I don't know. I doubt it, but maybe they are. I don't know. But I know one thing: you got to keep your eye on the prize. You know, you like when you go pro, man. You got to say, look, this is what I want. This is what I'm going for. Hey, anybody? Hey, when I fall rain, you take it. You know, each and every time. That's why it's important to stay in shape all the time. You know, you can't say, let me go to the gym. I just got a car. I got to fight in 3 weeks. You know, you should be in shape already. You know, I don't know how often you go to the gym between fights. I hope you stay in the gym between fights. You know, I mean, do you do that?
Yeah. I try to maintain. I always try to, be not too far from the weight. Kind of like Andre Ward was tweeting out. You know what I mean? You should always try to live, the boxer lifestyle. So yeah, I completely agree, what you're saying. Some fighters, like, Tank and AB, they could just, pull a miracle out of a hat.
Right, right. Well, you get there. You get there. You know, Stormy B said, "Look, make certain your first couple of matches are fights to get you acclimated to the whole deal of professional boxing. The crowd, the fact you have another pro facing, and simply adjusting. You know, good advice. That's good advice right there. Because you got to get used to the crowd hollering. Some
Shoot, I
fighters,
remember Andre Ward said it took him, I think he said 12 or 13 fights to where he really got used to the smaller gloves, fighting without his shirt on
right?
and stuff of that nature. He said it took him, that many fights in for him to really get well adjusted, to the whole situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And when they fought out there in the stub hub, where it's called something else now, that's in California. With my sinus. They they it was cold out there. You know, you see Paulie on there with hats and shit on, and Jim Gray had a damn scarf on. Now he ain't in Chicago now. Shit, he was in California. But anyway, and you got to you got to have your body straight because you can catch a cold like that, right? But then again, you don't want to get in there dry. You got to get in there sweat, warmed up. Because if you get in there dry like that and cold, you can't perform. It's going to take you about 3 or 4 rounds to, work up a sweat. Like a, really warm up. So, Kevin Stenhouse says Santa Cruz knows he can outwork Gary Russell. Wait, Santa Cruz knows he can't outwork Gary Russell Jr. Right. Yeah. Hey, yeah, you're right, Kevin. That's what I was saying. That's why Leo Santa Cruz don't want to fight Gary Russell Jr. Because Gary Russell Jr. ain't going to stand there and throw 100 and something punches. He going to get in and he going to get out.
Shoot, that last fight Gary Russell had against JoJo Diaz, man, let me tell you, man.
That boy was fighting, wasn't he?
Oh, man, he had me scared. He had me scared for him because I didn't realize how big JoJo Diaz was. He was like a 130, 135 pounder, really.
Yeah, he's a big featherweight, ain't he? Man,
Yeah.
he was ripping Gary Russell's body, right?
I was like, oh shit! If he would have started earlier, I don't know, Gary. Too. And there was certain times where Gary Russell, I guess he lost his balance. I'm gonna say he lost his balance. I ain't gonna say he got dropped, but he was falling on the floor, and I was just like, oh man, yo, what
right?
What is going on right here? But I give Gary Russell credit. He pulled out the win, but that wasn't no easy win, man.
Oh no,
That
he was. I mean, Jojo Diaz kept coming, right? And Gary Russell Jr. I mean, that was a good fight because he kept on sticking, moving, stick, move, 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 jab, jab, move, jab, move, jab, move, jab, and he kept coming, he kept coming, he kept coming. Jojo kept coming. You know, he couldn't keep him off him, but he kept on throwing combinations. Gary Russell. You know, he most of the so-called have the fastest hands in boxing. You know, but Amir Khan said he got the fastest hands. But we'll see. You know, we'll see. You know, when he fight Terrence Crawford. You know, so, but like I say, amateurs are the best way to learn the basics before you go to pro. I think every fighter should have went through the amateurs. You know, and Deontay Wilder, he didn't get a chance to have enough amateur experience or amateur fights. I mean, he went to the Olympics, yes, but I don't think they focused enough on his jab. You know, all the good things he's good at. You know, I mean, Martin Brillon. You know, he
let me just add one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
With that, it's like a gift and a curse because yeah, he did come in late, but like I always tell people, having a million amateurs ain't always good. You know why?
Right,
Kqkc, I could tell you why. Because that's a lot of wear and tear on the body. You could be 24, but you could really have a 40-year-old man's body because of all them goddamn amateurs and you getting hit upside your head all the time. I actually think that around 40, 30 actually is good because you want to be as fresh as you can come into the pros. And you should be able to have learned all of them 200 and something amateurs and all them 300 and something amateurs. Man, that's why Lomachenko's getting painted now.
right, right.
That's why his face is getting bruised now. So it's like a gift and a curse. I'm kind of glad. I think Deontay Wilder, if he would have had more, he'd have been more broken down. And
Okay.
not only that, I think that a lot of people would have been able to prepare for his style.
Well,
You
yeah,
know, being
yeah,
that
that too.
he's so awkward, I feel like him not having a deep amateur pedigree actually kind of helped him. And him being more of a pro, he had more of a pro style anyway because he's patient and stuff like that anyway. That's why the pros, I don't think it's fair. I mean, not the pros, the amateurs ain't for everybody anyway because you could be an amateur and have more of a pro style. Going to the body, you can't help but go to the body, but they don't really score body shots
Right,
than amateurs. So you going to the body really for no reason, So that like I said, I'm not. I agree with you with some things too. Like he probably would have had a stronger jab. But I think that his jab is pretty good. You seen it in the second Bermain Stavern fight. He just
Oh
didn't.
man, most definitely. Martin Brillon had the best jab in the amateurs I ever seen. In the pros too. So who could you learn best from a jab? But the best jabber there was, Martin Brillon. You know? And Hustle Slim said, well put, Act. Great conversation. You know, just let you know that, Correct, at Reacher 45, Stormy B said. What's up, Jeffrey Lopez, Kqkc Boxing? What's up? Keep up the good work. Yeah, peace to you and yours too, my brother. Drew Titan, Bronx on the deck. Checking in, All right, brother. Good, good. All right. Go ahead, Average, you was through? You can
Oh
go
no,
ahead.
I was just saying like I'm actually kind of glad kind of work this way because I feel like having a deep amateur pedigree, that's not, it's not always, it's good for, like you said, to learn the fundamentals. But some dudes is just such quick. I don't need that many amateurs to get on board. Like I can name plenty of fighters that didn't have deep amateur pedigree. Like I always tell people,
Uh-huh.
uh, David Benavidez only had 10 amateur fights. Okay.
What?
Yes, this
Okay.
is what I've been trying to tell y'all. Rocky Marciano only had 12, and he
Wow.
is the greatest. This is why I all that amateur stuff, man. Please, I got more of a pro style anyway. Because you see how I fight. I was patient and going to the body. That's not gonna really help me in the amateur. I already got in my mind the whole pro thing. Don't get me wrong. I always try to learn the fundamental. I try to box, try to be smart, try to be calculated. But I know that you know what I mean. All of them amateur fights be wear and tear on the body, man. It really do. By the time you be getting like 35, yo, you be broken down, man. You really broken down. I would like to see Tank when he hit 35 or 32. I mean, what he gonna look like for all them amateur fights. You know, it's good to have as a resume and for
Oh, wait,
promotion.
hold up, Act, 1 second. Son B, just put your email in there. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Average. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's okay. Yeah, actually, I could add him to the conversation.
Oh, you know how? Okay.
Yeah, I know.
All right, because I don't know his email. He wanted to say something, so he's welcome to it, you know. But you know, this is Kqkc with Amateur Boxer Act Reaches, and my man is he about to send a coach, an amateur coach, Stormy B, man, he's an amateur coach also, and
Chicago
he
another
got
shot team representing, like
yeah.
my man.
Okay, yeah, he know a lot about boxing too, you know. So, you know, that's that's where it all starts from. That's why I wanted to do this tonight because hey, what's up, Hans? What's going on, Kqkc? Hey, not much, brother. All right. Yeah, always hit that subscribe button or that like button. All right. So, some kind of LGBT. I don't know what that is. Okay, that must be I don't know if he's trolling or what. I don't know what that is. What's Kqkc? Oh, okay, I know what that is. Okay, here, troll. Okay. Original Bruno. Okay. What's happening, Original Bruno? All right. Welcome to the chat, my brother. So, you welcome. Okay, anyway, like, like, like you, like, yo. Okay. Man, I don't know. They be trolling the LDBC, man. I don't know why. But anyway, we got Stormy B. He's a amateur coach. And what's going on with you, Stormy B?
Hey brothers, how you guys doing tonight?
Man, we're doing pretty good. We're just talking a little amateur boxing. I wanted him on here last week, but we had our schedule
Not
mixed
much,
up.
brother. Not much.
Yeah.
What's up, Stormy B? What's good? You did you ever get that downloaded? At YouTube?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. So I'll go over that with you. You know, I don't know.
Hold on a second. Let me turn my volume down a little bit. I got a little bit of echo.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can't hear you.
How about now? Everything good?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead, Stormy B. What you think about the conversation, man?
Oh, I think that I think you brothers are having a very nice discussion, and what I wanted to add, what Ack was saying about his getting in there for his first few pro fights. It's all about shaking out and getting acclimated. You know,
Right.
especially if you bring a certain amount of skills to what you do. It's really about getting accustomed to that, because you can get in there and win. You can get in there and do some things offensively and everything, but it's about putting the tools together.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of people when they start off, you know, they they get like he said, like Act was saying, they get nervous, right? They like he said, Andre Ward said it took what 13 fights, whatever. But you can't rush into and say, I want to take on the biggest guy. I want to move real fast, like Teofimo, he Lopez. He wants to. He went to the WBC and asked him, look, if Mikey vacate that belt, I want to fight for that belt. I want that belt. Then he wants to fight Lomachenko. Now, I don't know that. Now that's hungry, but that's moving too fast too. At least I would think it is. You know, did you hear about that act?
Yeah, I wanted to see what Stormy B man thought about that first.
Oh, okay.
I actually wanted to hear his opinion on what he felt about Teofimo doing that, and
Yeah.
does Teofimo's ready? My fault for me asking the questions on your
No,
channel,
no,
but
no,
I
no. It's
kind of
all
want
good. It's all
to
good.
go ahead.
Yeah. So what you think about it, Storm?
Uh, no, no, no. What's your question?
Okay, what you think about Teofimo Lopez going to the WBC and asking him, when Mikey come, Mikey ain't coming back down, and when he give up that belt, he wants to fight for that belt. He want a chance to get that belt. Then he want to fight Lomachenko. That's why he want that belt, I believe. You know. So what you think?
Well, I will say that I think that Lopez is one of those guys. He's got some talent, and they are possibly going to move him for a fight, but I don't think he's ready.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think he's ready either. I think he's rushing it. Yeah, he got talent, but he got to it's levels, and he got to take it slowly but methodically. Just a little step up each time you go out and fight. Step up your competition a little bit. The next time a little bit, next time a little bit more. That's how you get that experience. That's what I'm talking about. You just don't rush from the bottom to the top. You know, now I don't know anybody that have done that I know of. You know, and I don't think nobody would take a chance on someone like that. That's just like Afia Jabba. He out there in Texas. He only had what 10 fights or something like that. But he's tall like Deontay Wilder. He's built like Deontay Wilder, and he's very skilled. But you ain't gonna put him in there with Deontay Wilder. You know, it's just 10 fight versus 40 fight.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. I'm finished. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, y'all don't think Lomachenko's on the decline slightly?
Uh-huh. You don't think he
It
is?
looked like that in his last couple of fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
In both of you guys' opinion,
Yeah.
I
Well,
think that he got painted. His face was painted. Not as bad in the Jorge Linares fight, but I don't know. I just think that them guys at 35 is a little bit too big for Lomachenko. So I think somebody's size, and if they impose their size on Lomachenko, I mean, in Lomachenko's movement, it wasn't as. I don't, it could be because Pedraza, like I said, is very awkward, but he didn't get to impose them angles. I didn't see the angles, the speed last fight, and the combination punch
right,
of
right.
Sally Lomachenko last fight. I didn't. It was more like he kind of was forced to press the issue.
Yeah.
I felt like in that Jose Pedraza fight. Plus, his face got painted a bit, and I was kind of surprised. I didn't see that defensive wizard that I used to see a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. In my judgment, that's what I see. That's why I was kind of hoping that somebody gets him now. You
Uh,
know what I mean? Before they start to say that he's not the same Lomachenko, they'll start to say it. Let him get dropped again or something. watch what the critics say. He's not the same Lomachenko, and you know. I mean, I personally feel if Teofimo, if it comes to find out that it's too early for him, you know, let him lose and let him go out with grace. You know, I still think that it's early enough in his career to where he can bounce back. He's still an exciting fighter. People are watching. But I honestly, you know, disagree with y'all slightly. Don't be mad at me. I know how y'all Chicago dudes do. Don't be mad at me.
No, I hear you.
I think he could do it. I
Yeah.
think he can do it. I think the time is now because you don't want to get Lomachenko where he misses a beat. I feel like they're not going to give you credit. They waiting to protect Lomachenko in any way they can.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what they going to
Sorry, B. Before you say, I'm gonna read this real fast. Kevin Stenhouse act wanted to know: are you going to the AJ and Miller fight, or the Canelo and Jacobs, or a possible Fury fight Wilder 2?
I want to go to the Fury Wilder 2, but we have to see what Fury is going to do.
Right.
Because now we are hearing other things about Fury. That's the fight I really want to go to. If it really does happen on May 18th, I do not really want to go to the AJ and Miller fight. I'm not really a fan of either one of them, even though Big Baby Miller is from New York. I
Right.
am rooting for Big Baby Miller.
Okay.
You know, I hope that he gets the upset.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards Joshua, but I want Big Baby Miller to win.
Okay. Now,
And what he say to Danny Jacobs and Canelo?
yeah, Danny
Oh,
Jacob.
that's a New York. That where's that? Where's that gonna be?
You know what? I think that's at the Madison Square Garden too. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. One of those would be nice. I don't think I'll go to all of them, but one of them would be. Put it this way: if the Deontay Wilder fight don't happen, I'll go to Danny Jacobs and Canelo. I'll go to
Okay.
that.
Hey, boxing now. When you get a chance, I want to talk to you about something. When you just hit me on email. All right, my man. All right. And Lala D said, "What's happening?" Kqkc Act and Stormy B. Lala D.
Salute, Lala D.
Yes, sir. So what you think about Lomachenko on a decline, Storm?
I don't think Lomo is declining. I think that Lomo is running into a situation that you guys touched on earlier about the amateur fights, because he's had so many. What is it? Over 400. His face is starting to fall apart in matches when he gets touched up. You know.
Right.
Physically, he's still capable, but that's a lot of wear and tear on the body. So he's probably like a fighter, a professional fighter who's had 30 fights already.
Right. Yeah.
So they have to watch him against punchers, and they have to watch him against fighters who have sharp shots, because I see him running into a problem with cuts. And if he gets cut in a fight, he's going to be put in a position where he's forced to maybe fight the type of fight he didn't plan to fight or whatever. So they're going to be very careful with how they select his opponents going forward. The guy doesn't even have 15 fights yet.
Wow. I don't know how true this is, but they said he had a small career over his country before he came over here. So it's like a second career for him, basically, right? I don't know how true that is. Don't quote me
I know
on it.
he was in the World Boxing Series, and
that's possible.
So he had a couple fights on there.
Okay.
You could look him up. He got some of those on YouTube.
Okay. Because I know Mexico, they fight a lot of fights over there, and then they come over here. They have to start over as far as their record.
And remember, KQ, it's about this. It's not about the quantity of fights you have, but the quality of fights you have.
Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, because you can go through 5 unskilled fighters and without a mark, then you get in there with a beast in one fight, and man, you know, you be looking like Badu Jack. You know, I'm not trying to make light of that. But still, I hear what you're saying. You're right. And you right with that amateur. Just because you have 500 amateur fights, 520, that's your record. That doesn't mean that you're gonna be the best pro it is. And like you say, that's a good example. Deontay Wilder didn't have a long extended amateur career, and you know what? That worked for him in the long run, because sometimes fighters don't know where the punches are coming from. Now they know where the jab is coming from. But when he throw that right hand, sometimes he can hide that right hand. You don't know it's coming. Like Arthur Spilker. When he hit Arthur Spilker, he hit him going down. He went back to the corner, and his coach, and Stone B would have caught that too, I think. His coach said, "My brother, look, every time you swing it, he's ducking to his right when he fight. He always ducked to his right. So that's how you catch him. Fake with the left and catch him with the right. It was like a uppercut, like a half uppercut. And man, he was out like a light. And he went out there and did exactly what Mark told him to do. See, that's why I say a good coach. That's why I said Stone B. You see things that fighters don't see and can't see, because they using their defensive skills so they won't get knocked out. They ain't trying to watch and see how his foot placement is or looking down and all that. That's what you there for. You right? That was you there to holler out and tell them, hey, look, go back to the body. Go back to the, you holler out, things to be saying. Like in England, you can't do that in England. Coaches on the side can't holler out. Is that England or Russia? I think that's England. I'm not for sure, but coaches can't say nothing. No coaching on the side. But yeah, Storm B. But amateur fighting is the best to start off. Like you said, that's the best advice I heard about amateurs. When you're starting off and leaving the amateurs going to pro, because the crowd can bother you. So I mean, have you ever seen fighters like that, Stormy? Stormy, have you ever seen fighters like that, man?
Seen fighters that do what now?
That have been the crowd bothers them while they fighting, or they cheering for the other side, or they cheering they got their friends there, and
only when they're like really, really green and haven't had matches before. That's one of the reasons why in our gym, what we would do is we would have exhibitions and invite people from the community to come to the Park District and watch the matches, just to get them acclimated. Because it's one thing to be in the gym working out, and then it's another thing to be out there on the stage, doing it in live time and action.
Right.
So it's about that acclimation once again. And the more shows that a fighter participate in, you going or traveling around the city and stuff like that, it becomes like second nature after about 2 or 3 times in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can get that, because a lot of fighters, they ready to get in there and get a fight. Now, the thing I want to ask you, Stormy, what Act can answer too. Now, how soon can amateurs fight? How soon you have to wait in between fights? Do you have to wait?
I know some dudes that fought like every couple of days, depending on the tournament they was in.
Oh, okay. Because it's only 3 rounds.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like the time limit?
No. Just no.
Oh, you
Just
mean like
how long do you have to wait so you can go in there and
no?
fight again?
I mean, like I said, I know certain dudes, you know what I mean, that was in competition. I even been in competitions where, you know, it was a few days, you know, to where you have to fight. You know what I mean? Maybe about four times in a row, you know. It just depends on the tournament or exhibition, whatever you win, you know. How does it go in Chicago?
I don't know. See,
No,
that's
no,
a,
no. I'm talking to Stormy B. I'm talking to Stormy B.
okay, yeah.
Well, what we usually do, my philosophy is if I've got a new kid in the gym, I don't put him in shows right away. But what I will do is I will take him to shows. I will take him to other gyms
Mm-hmm.
around town so he can get a feel for what it's like. And there have been a few fighters that I've worked with that I give them like almost a month of floor exercises, shadow boxing, a little hands-on instruction and everything before I even put them in there to spar.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why I do that, why my philosophy is. What I've seen from some trainers in the past, they have put guys in real green against guys who've been in the gym for a little while. And sometimes you can take the confidence away from someone before they even learn what they're doing. And you usually want to start them off. It's like swimming. You know, it's like they start you out in the shallow end first
Right.
before you start to be able to learn what you're doing in the water and then advance you to a deeper end or whatever. It's the same philosophy. Now, when it comes down to the temperament of a fighter, you look at what they do in the ring, how they respond to facing an opponent across the ring. If you see a guy and he likes to go forward, it's a telltale sign of what type of personality and character he has. If you get a guy in there that immediately starts to move around, that's a person that's a little bit less confident. Okay.
Okay.
And the whole thing about movement is there's nothing wrong with it, but you have to know when, where, and why to move. You know, and that's the thing. You can burn up a lot of energy by unnecessary movement. And the other thing is you burn energy just from your adrenaline. The adrenaline you rush that you get from facing an opponent across the ring, it could sap your energy just like that.
Okay. Okay. You know what? You know, yeah, you're right about that because now Amir Khan was using a lot of energy with the swinging and trying to, use the fast hands. And Virgil Hunter said, look, you wasted too much energy. And when you throw your combinations, take a walk around that fighter. That's how you get your energy back a little bit at a time. Just walk. Just walk. Walk around. You're right. You got to know when to do it and when not to do it. And like you say, that range generalship or lateral movement, or some people call it running, whatever. You got to know when to move, when to get out that corner. So yeah. What about you, Ak? You there, Ak? Oh, he got dropped off. Okay, but yeah, go ahead. Storm B. Ak got dropped off. I don't know what happened, but
Okay.
yeah, but it's all good though. But yeah, I understand what you're saying though. I'm just gonna read a couple of these chats though. Lala D says salute, Gravy Davy. Gravy Davy salute Lala D, and this my guy here boxing now, and he has a great channel, and he has MMA and all that too. And he was saying that Tanks destroyed Pedraza. Lomo has a hard time putting Pedraza away. Dream fight. Wilder got
You know
smashed.
what the old heads is gonna say? Styles make.
Oh, okay. Oh, you back? Okay,
Yeah,
right.
my cousin had called me. He was outside. I had to go grab.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Then he said, Wilder got smashed by the polished dude in amateurs. It's a different game. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I saw that tape. Adrenaline kicks in when the crowd is sort of blocked out, you know. And the U.S. Olympic trials are like that now. Okay. But
I'll be
now,
honest with you. When I'm in a fight,
uh,
I try to think. You know what I mean? Of especially because in 2018 I lost a few of my peoples. I try to think of them. It's when I don't think of them that I don't do. Yeah, that's you twice, Stormy B.
Huh?
I say I see you twice. You when you put on two, like when you come in twice.
Hold on. I'm closing out a window here. Okay.
okay.
All right. I was getting an echo.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Because you
That echo was driving me crazy.
Okay.
yeah, because you was opening two things.
Yeah, it's all good. All right. Yeah, y'all good, Storm B now. But yeah. But did you get what he was saying, at Stormy B about the drilling and the lateral movement and when to move and
I
how
mean,
you
some
move?
people. I mean, when I do the lateral movement, I just try to do it to show a different look.
Okay.
Because sometimes at a point in the fight, uh, I'll engage and what I mean, this, that, and the third, and then certain times, even if I'm winning, even if I know I'm winning, dang man, that little beat, Stormy B, that joint is killing me.
Yeah, he in.
Yeah, that fake. So, yeah, I'll try to move just to, showcase a different look and stuff of that nature. That's just what I do personally. And
Okay.
I always what always pulls me through, what I mean, maybe in the beginning I might be a little nervous, but like I told you, I start thinking about my peoples and stuff like that, what I'm doing for, what I'm fighting for, and that most 9 times out of 10 pulls me through, helps me out. I don't know if that works for everybody. I don't know. I also, I try not to, overshoot my shots. I try to, gauge distance well. I try to think of everything at once, kind of like a Sherlock Holmes. You
Okay.
know, I try to be, and like I tell you, I try to hit dudes in certain spot. If I work at the body, I try to finish off there because I try to make that spot tender. Because I know, what I mean, the more I hit that area, the more tender it'll be. You know what I mean? That's more so in sparring because amateurs is like 3 rounds, 3 minutes. But more so when I'm sparring because in sparring sometimes we do like 8 rounds, 10 rounds, 12 rounds. Depending on the day. Sometimes we have light sparring, just 3 rounds. It just depends on the day. Sometimes we do we go hard, and then sometimes we have light days of work.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Ak, I like to add something to that, what you were saying.
Yeah, go
Uh,
ahead, bro.
in
We
in
always
the
speak well off
amateurs,
each other.
when I work with guys in the amateurs, I would usually try to create some type of mindset for them to have before the matches, and it's like of course, because in amateurs you may not know who you're facing right away unless you're in
Yes,
a
sir.
tournament
Yes, sir.
situation, and then
Yes,
that
sir.
you'll know who your next opponent will be or whatever, that kind of thing. That's a little different. But
That's
also
I
with
totally
some of the pros that I've worked with, that in the gym, not in their corners, but in the gym, we would talk about having a theme or a philosophy for the next fight or the next opponent that they have that they're getting ready for or whatever. And usually it would be curtailed around, when you go in, you have a certain type of mindset about what you want to do, what you want to accomplish in this particular match. It might not have nothing to do with the last match you were in or the match you might have after this, but it's about putting yourself in a place mentally where you can set a couple of goals and the goals should always be within reach. And if you do not reach them, then it's like you make an adjustment when you get back to the gym. But it's like, this is how you're able to build your toolbox as as you're facing opponents, and you're learning and honing your craft as you go forward. Now, veterans have a different, outlook or whatever, but especially for prospects and guys that are starting out, it's always good to have a theme, that you're working toward.
I agree with what you just said right there, 100%. I remember my uncle, before he had passed, when he would tell me, he would always say, "Why are you always working on the thing that you best at, dummy?" He'd be like, "Don't you know you should be working on the thing that you feel like is the worst? Concentrate on that.
Right.
Then work on the thing that you're good at.
Uh,
Let it." And
yeah.
you know what? I thought of that. I remember when I first got to his gym in Camden, New Jersey. He was right, man. It was my stamina, believe it or not. You would never think that, because I could run for an hour straight without stopping. No lie. But I'm just saying, when I first got there, when I first got back, you know what I mean? I felt like it was my stamina. He said, "So maybe you should work on that." And I dedicated it to that. And, you know, everything started working when I would work on the thing that I was worst at first,
Okay.
and put the thing that I was best at, last.
Now,
Yeah, one of the things I used to like to work on with guys in the gym, particularly, it didn't matter if they were pro guys that I was working with in the gym or the amateurs. I love to work on cutting off the ring, because so many guys today they don't know how to do that.
right. They fall.
And
Yeah.
working with them in the ring, getting in there with them and working on the angles and how to move and step around, and how to step around an opponent without getting out of range to throw your shots, but giving him angles where he can't hit you with something clean. That's a lost art as well. And you'll find, like, the more that you're able to stand in front of an opponent and he can't hit you a clean shot, but you're in position to counter or to even lead with something to catch him cleanly, you will find that will take a guy's confidence away from him faster than almost anything else.
Canelo does that well. He did.
Yes, Canelo is an expert at that. Matter of fact, he's probably right now one of the best that does it currently. He could stand right in front of an opponent, make him shoot a shot, make him miss, and be in position to do something extremely effective off of what the opponent does. And he'll stand right in front of you.
Kevin Stenhouse said his fault that Canelo Jacobs fight would be in Vegas. He was talking about Crawford and Khan fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
About that.
Right.
Oh, yeah, man, they trying to have me put out some money, man.
Yeah, and boxing now, he must have been a boxer, because he said, "I got schooled by veteran Peter Manfredo Jr. when I just got in the game."
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, well, it's a Manfredi. Yeah, Floyd fought him, but this is Manfredo.
Oh, Angel Manfredi, yeah.
Right. This is Peter Manfredo.
Okay.
And he said he feel for Khan. He had no business taking that Canelo fight. No, he didn't. Khan thought speed.
Remember that punch he was talking about where Arthur Stilker got caught by Wilder?
Uh-huh.
That knockout was similar.
Yeah.
How he fainted and came over the top.
Right.
Yeah, he caught him like he kind of ducked down and came over the top, and it was similar. So that's funny that he said that.
Yeah.
I thought about that. Every time I think of that knockout, I think of that knockout.
Yeah. Yeah, I think about when Khan got knocked out about Danny Garcia. I don't know what is it with Khan. I don't know if it's his hands or his guard or what. I don't know, but it seems like they always punching through that. I don't get that. What's going on with Julian Forteza? he was up against Chavez Jr. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I know who you're talking about. Okay. Yeah. All right, well, thanks for that, Julian. All right.
Wait, when is the Contender season 2 coming on, Kevin Stenhouse? I just caught that. When that coming back on?
The Contender season 2. Yeah. Yep.
I gotta catch that. I like that first one. Shoot, man. Listen, man. I don't know, man. That joint was an emotional roller coaster. Me and my girl was watching that thing. She was like, "Oh my God, they really going through." I was like, "See,
Right.
see, no."
Well, Stormy B, man, I appreciate you chiming in, man, on your expertise. And I definitely got to have you back. I definitely have to have Act Regis back with Fuller. Okay? So Fuller's a fighter too, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we need to do it and chop it up again.
Yeah, I appreciate that, KQ. You know, you and I in the same town, brother. We're gonna have to meet.
Oh yes, most definitely, man. Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm south. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can meet somewhere in the middle. You know, where you on the west, north?
I'm actually in the west suburbs. I'm like by Bellwood.
Okay, right. You right across the border there. Okay. Well, we got Maywood then. Okay, but
yeah,
south suburb. See.
Yeah.
So we meet somewhere in Chicago. Halfway. But I appreciate it, man, and I appreciate everybody in the chat too. You know, and if anybody haven't subscribed to Kqkc, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and also hit that icon bell. All right. And if you haven't subscribed to Stormy B, you have a page, right, Stormy B?
Yeah, my YouTube page is Stormy B Man, just like my name there.
Okay. And tell them how they can follow you, man.
You can follow me on 2 pages. My Act Reacher page right now, I can't make live videos, so that's just for the upload videos. But my Kqkc page, for the live content, y'all.
Okay, why don't you put it in the chat? Yeah.
Right,
so
you right.
know how to spell it correctly. Yeah, I had a hard time spelling myself. Shit.
Matter of fact, I'm a type in there. Don't close out just yet.
Oh no, I'm not. Okay, but I appreciate Boxing now. You know, but he's a good brother. He said he missed. I missed that, but what did he listen to? Okay. I thought he was fighting at his pace and kept the distance where he wanted to be. Okay, I'm trying to see what he's talking about here. I don't know what he's talking about. The trainer eating man in the corner. I don't know. But no. Oh, season 1. Okay. He must be talking about what y'all was talking about though. He lost to Sergio the Latin Snake. Okay. Oh, no, you're talking about Khan and Canelo. Okay. Yeah, you're talking about Khan and Canelo. Okay. All right.
Guys, I just that's my Kqkc page. If y'all click on it, y'all be able to sub to me. I might go live. I might do a live show tonight. It depends on if my boy Max stay ready. It's up to him too. If he goes on, so if he goes on, then I won't do a live. If he doesn't, then I'll do a live talking about probably a little boxing, and if it leads into something else.
Oh yes. But I appreciate it, man.
No problem. I appreciate you.
Man, you can't get no better than that. You know, a coach of the craft and a boxer of the craft. You know, and we all know it all starts from the amateurs all the way to the pros. You know, and sometimes you go straight to the pros, you know, but the amateur, you know, you got to have that pedigree, no matter how long you're there, you know. It's important to me, you know, I think. But, hey, I appreciate everybody in the chat. And don't forget to go sub to Stormy B and Kqkc. And he's a good brother and a good fighter. So with that, you know, shout out to the LDBC. And everybody have a good evening. All right.
All right. Salute, KQ.
Okay. Salute to both of you all, brothers. And thank y'all for joining me. All right.
Salute.
All right.
And,
Thanks for having me.
Stormy
Okay, no
B.
All
Before
right.
we just go, Stormy B.
Yes, sir.
Let me know if you still need help with that whole thing, man. Well, I got some time on my hands.
Okay, I will.
All
I'll
right.
let you know.
All right, bro. All right. Thank you.
Hey, no
All right.
problem, man.
Peace, brothers.
Peace, brother.